Chipping can be really frustrating, especially when you're hitting bad shots. I made one simple change to my chipping action, completely transformed how I hit the chip shots. I'm going to show you what that was. Short game can be extremely annoying, especially when you're hitting bad chip shots. You get into these positions around the green, you are looking to get the ball up and down as often as you can. So when you're hitting inconsistent strikes, poor shots, not getting the ball up and down, it's infuriating. I made a simple change, very, very simple, and it completely changed how I hit chip shots, and I'm much, much better now. Now, what I've always taught and what I was taught and shown how to do it was when you're setting up to a chip shot, you want to have your stance open to the target, and as long as the club face is pointing at the target, that's where the ball's going to go. Now often when I'm teaching, what I'm going to see is if people do that, they get confused between which way they swing. Should they swing along the line of their feet, or should they swing along the ball to target line? The issue then being that if you're open, swinging it in here and trying to shove the club out in that direction, you're going to get inconsistent shots. If you swing along the line of the feet, which is what you probably should do, you're going to increase the bounce on the wedge. It affects the plane of swing and the angle of attack, and all of those sort of variables make it a lot harder to hit chip shots. So what I did was dead simple. It was just change the direction that my feet are aiming. So for a simple, and this would be a sort of simple chip and run shot, I'm looking to stand relatively square to the intended sort of ball to target line. So if the ball's there, target's there, that's line. I'm standing relatively parallel to that line. Feet about a club width apart. Now my toe line might be slightly open because I tend to flare my left foot open a little bit as I play these shots. Just helps me turn through, so it might look like my feet are slightly open, but in reality they're actually not. And then it's just swing around your body, not so steep, not so dig down, definitely not going to be taking any divots here, and kind of brushing the ground a little bit. So a light, simple kind of bump of the ground, not leaving a mark, so that where the ball was after you've hit it, you're not going to leave a mark on the ground. Really important one, make sure that you remember that your chest is the driving force for any sort of chip shot. So you're going to try and keep this moving for as much as possible. So on the way back and on the way through, don't let it stall. If you stall, your hands are going to take over. So set myself up, flare my left foot out, stance is nice and narrow, keep the arms nice and close in, and chip on like that. And honestly, doing a simple change like that really has made it a lot easier for me to hit chip shots. But if you like that video, make sure that you check that one out, where I take 5 minutes to improve your ball striking. Honestly, it's really weird, but it does work. Make sure you check that one out.